Don't wait until it's too late. In just a few short weeks, millions of Americans could find themselves standing in front of empty shelves, wondering how it all happened so fast. As global conflicts heat up and supply chains begin to fall apart, the comfort of walking into a fully stocked store may become a thing of the past. This isn't a warning you can afford to ignore. It's your final alert. Prices are about to skyrocket, and government assistance might not be there when you need it most. Now is the time to act, not later. Gather the essentials your family needs before June arrives, or you could be left completely unprepared. These next few items may seem ordinary, but they could be your lifeline in a crisis. At number 30, apple cider vinegar. Now you might be thinking, is it really that important? The answer is a loud yes. Whether you grab Bragg's, Heinz, or even a generic brand, this isn't just something you splash on a salad. Apple cider vinegar is a survival secret that most people overlook until it's too late. It preserves food, fights bacteria, boosts your immune system, and even cleans your kitchen tools. In a world where medical supplies might be scarce, it could become your first line of defense against infections. Think water and canned goods are enough? Not without this liquid powerhouse. If you haven't stocked up on apple cider vinegar yet, you're leaving a major hole in your emergency prep. Number 29, peanut oil. This isn't just another bottle of cooking oil. Peanut oil is your best friend when the lights go out and the gas stove becomes your only option. It can handle high heat without burning, which makes it perfect for frying and cooking in survival conditions. Brands like Planters or Luana have proven reliable. But here's the thing. Once oil runs out, you're stuck with sticky pans and meals that won't cook properly. Worse, many oils spoil quickly or become unusable. Peanut oil lasts longer and performs better, giving you a stable, dependable cooking option when the pressure's on. Coming in at 28, instant mashed potatoes. They may not sound exciting, but don't underestimate them. Whether it's Idahoan or Betty Crocker, these lightweight flakes are easy to store, quick to prepare, and packed with energy. Just add water, and in minutes, you have a warm, filling meal. In the middle of chaos, when you're tired, cold, and stressed, comfort food can be more powerful than you think. These potatoes aren't just a side dish, they're a survival staple. Calorie-dense, satisfying, and shelf-stable, they could carry you through long days when food is scarce. Leave them off your list, and you might regret it when it matters most. At number 27, white vinegar. If you think white vinegar is just for pickles, think again. This simple liquid is one of the most underrated survival tools you can own. When the power goes out and refrigeration fails, white vinegar steps in. It can preserve your food, sanitize your surfaces, and serve as an alternative to chemical disinfectants. And unlike bleach, it's safer for long-term use around food. Don't underestimate the importance of hygiene in a crisis. Without clean surfaces and preserved food, your stockpile could turn into a breeding ground for sickness. Stock up now while it's still easy to find, because when things go south, white vinegar may be worth its weight in gold. Number 26, honey. Forget sugar. If you're thinking sweeteners don't matter in a crisis, you're missing the bigger picture. Raw, unprocessed honey, especially from brands like Nature Nate's or your local beekeeper, is more than just a treat. It never expires. That's right, honey lasts forever, making it one of the smartest long-term food items to store. It's loaded with natural vitamins and antioxidants, giving your body what it needs when fresh food is no longer available. But honey's value goes way beyond taste. It heals wounds, soothes sore throats, and boosts your immune system when medicine is hard to come by. Don't rely on processed sugar, which only drags you down. Honey is the real deal, a survival essential hiding in plain sight. Ignoring this next item could be a costly mistake. When shelves are bare and resources are stretched thin, you'll be grateful for every drop of it. We're talking about honey, nature's liquid gold. It never spoils, and its uses go far beyond just sweetening tea. When medicine is hard to find, honey steps in to soothe sore throats, heal wounds, and boost your immune system naturally. So why wait? Stock up now, before it disappears from store shelves. Number 25, canned evaporated milk. It might remind you of old recipes or grandma's famous fudge, but in a survival situation, this creamy essential becomes a quiet hero. Brands like Carnation and Nestlé offer long-lasting, shelf-stable cans that can do everything from upgrading your morning coffee to thickening soups and sauces. But it's not just about taste. It's packed with calcium and vitamin D, nutrients your body will desperately need when fresh food becomes scarce. Now, imagine facing a cold morning in crisis without even the comfort of a creamy cup of coffee. Sounds miserable, right? Don't gamble on powdered creamer that tastes like cardboard. Keep a few cans of evaporated milk on hand, and you'll thank yourself later. Number 24, shelf-stable cheese. You might think cheese is a luxury in hard times, but you'd be wrong. When the fridge fails and soft cheeses spoil within days, shelf-stable options like Kraft singles or processed cheese blocks become a game changer. Rich in fats and proteins, they offer both comfort and nutrition, two things in short supply during a crisis. Toss it into a sandwich, melt it over canned chili, or enjoy it right out of the pack. It adds taste and satisfaction when meals start to feel repetitive. Skip it, and you risk a bland, nutrient-deficient food supply that drags your energy and morale down. When June hits and comfort is hard to come by, shelf-stable cheese might be the flavor boost that keeps you going. Number 23, baking soda. Don't be fooled by its tiny box. This stuff is pure survival magic. Whether it's Arm & Hammer or any reliable brand, baking soda is one of the most versatile items you can own. It works as a leavening agent when you run out of yeast. Out of toothpaste? Use it to clean your teeth naturally. Need to scrub kitchen counters or deodorize clothing? Baking soda does it all. But it doesn't stop there. It can even soothe insect bites, relieve heartburn, and help with first aid in a pinch. In a world where every supply matters, not having this miracle powder could leave you struggling with problems you could have easily avoided. Get it now, before it's gone. Number 22, bouillon cubes. Skipping these little flavor bombs? That's a rookie mistake. Whether you grab Maggi, Knorr, Goya, or a store brand, bouillon cubes are your shortcut to turning bland survival meals into something satisfying. Don't underestimate the morale-boosting power of a warm, tasty meal when times are tough. Add a cube to rice, beans, soups, or canned veggies, and you've got something that actually tastes like home. Lightweight, compact, and shelf-stable, these cubes require no refrigeration and take up hardly any space. Yet, they deliver big on comfort and flavor. When you're stuck eating the same basic foods over and over, bouillon cubes could be the difference between a depressing dinner and a moment of relief. Number 21, instant rice. Think it's just for lazy weeknight dinners? Think again. Instant rice could be your best friend when disaster strikes. Brands like Minute Rice or Ben's Original Cook Fast, sometimes in under 10 minutes, which is a huge win when fuel and time are limited. It's lightweight, easy to store, and endlessly versatile. Mix it with canned goods, flavor it with bouillon, or pair it with shelf-stable cheese for a quick, filling meal. In survival mode, convenience becomes everything. Raw rice takes time, water, and energy, resources you might not always have. Instant rice is a no-brainer for your emergency stash. If you leave it out, you're setting yourself up for extra stress when you can least afford it. Number 20, powdered eggs. Let's talk about a survival MVP that most people overlook. Powdered eggs. Right now, you might not give them a second thought because fresh eggs are just a walk away at your local grocery store. But what happens when the trucks stop rolling and refrigeration is no longer guaranteed? That's where powdered eggs become a lifeline. Trusted brands like Augustin Farms or ReadyWise offer long-lasting, protein-packed powdered eggs that store for years and can be used in everything from scrambled breakfast to baked goods. They mix seamlessly into recipes and provide the protein your body will be desperate for when meat and fresh dairy are no longer available. Skipping powdered eggs could mean facing a future where your meals are lacking vital nutrition. Don't wait until you're staring at an empty fridge and an uncertain future. Get your supply now and thank yourself later when you're strong, nourished, and ready to take on whatever comes your way. Number 19, canned pineapple. Think canned pineapple is just a sugary snack? Think again. In a crisis, this tropical fruit could be one of your most important allies. Brands like Dole and Del Monte deliver shelf-stable cans that are more than just tasty. They're packed with vitamin C, natural enzymes, and hydrating juice. When fresh fruit disappears, canned pineapple can help prevent scurvy, support digestion, and give you a natural energy boost. Imagine opening a can and finding a refreshing, sweet escape from the monotony of beans and rice. It could lift your spirits and fuel your body. And don't toss the juice. It makes a flavorful base for sauces and marinades that will transform basic survival meals into something memorable. Leaving pineapple off your list? That's like waving goodbye to both nutrition and morale. Secure it while you still can. Number 18, blackstrap molasses. This isn't just grandma's old-fashioned baking syrup. It's pure survival gold. Blackstrap molasses is one of the most underrated yet powerful additions to any emergency stash. It's not just sweet. It's loaded with iron, magnesium, calcium, and potassium, the kind of nutrients your body will crave when fresh food runs out. And unlike regular sugar, this syrup actually fuels your system instead of draining it. Blackstrap molasses helps prevent muscle cramps, supports strong bones, and keeps your energy steady even when times are rough. Think about it. When you're physically worn out, emotionally stressed, and mentally drained, wouldn't you want a natural source of strength to keep you going? Forget the candy and processed junk. This thick, dark syrup could be the fuel that keeps you standing when everything else is falling apart. Number 17, powdered milk. In everyday life, powdered milk might seem unnecessary, but in a crisis, it quickly becomes a lifesaver. Imagine walking into a grocery store and seeing nothing but empty shelves where the dairy used to be. That's not fiction. It's a future that's creeping closer by the day. Powdered milk from trusted brands like Carnation or Nestlé is loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, and it can last for years without refrigeration. And it's not just for coffee or cereal. You can use it in baking, cooking, or even as a milk substitute in emergency baby food. When fresh milk is gone, powdered milk becomes the one thing standing between you and a serious nutritional gap. It's easy to store, simple to prepare, and absolutely vital. Don't wait until the lights go out and the stores are bare. Add powdered milk to your emergency plan now, or you might find yourself wishing you had. Number 16, canned fish. Let's get serious. If canned fish isn't on your emergency list, you're making a major mistake. Whether it's tuna, salmon, sardines, or mackerel, these little cans are packed with powerhouse nutrition. Brands like Bumblebee, Wild Planet, and Starkist offer protein-rich, omega-3 loaded options that don't require cooking or refrigeration. That means when fresh meat becomes a memory, canned fish is your best friend. Imagine a scenario where food is scarce and your energy levels are dropping. What's going to keep your muscles from wasting away? Not that half-eaten granola bar in the back of your cabinet. It's the fish. Quick, portable, and shelf-stable, canned fish delivers the nutrients you need to stay sharp, strong, and steady when everything else is crumbling. If you're ignoring this staple, you're playing with fire. Stock up now, or risk being weak, hungry, and completely unprepared. Number 15. Canned pumpkin. Think canned pumpkin is just for Thanksgiving pies? Think again. This bright orange gem is one of the most overlooked superfoods you could have on hand. Brands like Libby's and Organic Valley offer varieties loaded with vitamins A, C, E, fiber, and potassium, the very things your body will beg for when fresh produce disappears. Toss it into soups, mix it into baked goods, or serve it warm with a dash of cinnamon as a comfort dish. And let's not forget its role in immune support and digestive health, critical when you're eating canned and preserved foods daily. If you're scoffing at the idea of canned pumpkin now, just wait until September rolls in, fresh vegetables vanish, and your meals start to feel like cardboard. Don't be that person with regret on your plate. Stock up while you still can. Number 14. Cornmeal. Are you sleeping on cornmeal? Then you're ignoring one of the oldest and most versatile survival foods around. Quaker and Bob's Red Mill make reliable, high-quality cornmeal that can be turned into cornbread, polenta, pancakes, or even dumplings with just a few ingredients. But this isn't just about comfort food. Cornmeal is calorie-dense, shelf-stable, and incredibly filling, making it essential in any serious survival stash. Picture this. You're low on protein, out of fresh bread, and tired of plain rice. Cornmeal steps in to make meals hearty and satisfying again. If you're not stocking this staple, you're setting yourself up for hunger and regret when things get tight. Be smart. Add cornmeal to your pantry today before you're left with empty carbs and an even emptier stomach. Number 13. Hardtack. Yes, you heard that right. Hardtack. Don't laugh it off. This isn't some outdated relic from pirate stories or history books. Hardtack is the original survival food used by soldiers, sailors, and pioneers who had no room for fluff and no time for spoilage. Why? Because it lasts practically forever, stores easily, and delivers calories when you need them most. It's dry, dense, and nearly indestructible, exactly the kind of food you want when modern snacks fail you. In a world of freeze-dried gimmicks and overpriced prepper meals, hardtack still stands as the ultimate fallback. Sure, it's not glamorous, but when the shelves are bare, you'll be glad for every cracker you've tucked away. Don't let pride or modern convenience stop you from securing a food that's lasted centuries. Grab it now or face hunger with nothing but regret. Number 12. Instant coffee. Think you can survive a crisis without caffeine? Think again. Instant coffee isn't just about taste. It's about mental survival. Brands like Folgers, Nescafe, and Maxwell House give you that vital boost when stress, fatigue, and anxiety hit hard. Imagine waking up to cold air, limited food, and the weight of uncertainty. That warm cup of coffee, it can reset your mindset, keep you alert, and help you push through the day. And let's not forget, caffeine withdrawal is real. Headaches, brain fog, mood swings, they can break your focus when you need it most. Instant coffee stores easily, lasts long, and requires nothing more than hot water. Skipping it might sound tough now, but when the world feels like it's falling apart, you'll want every bit of normalcy and clarity you can get. Stock it deep. Your sanity may depend on it. Number 11, vinegar-based hot sauce. Let's heat things up. Vinegar-based hot sauce is not just a luxury, it's survival flavor therapy. Brands like Tabasco, Frank's Red Hot, or Cholula don't just spice up your food, they rescue your sanity when your meals start tasting like cardboard. Think about it. You're stuck eating rice, beans, or canned soup for the third day straight. A single dash of hot sauce transforms boredom into something bold, flavorful, and comforting. Here's the kicker. Vinegar-based hot sauces have an almost unlimited shelf life, even without refrigeration. In a crisis, that's gold. Not only will it keep your taste buds alive, but it can also boost morale, lift spirits, and even act as a valuable bartering item when resources run dry. Don't wait until you're stuck with tasteless meals and regret. Stock up now and let every bite bring fire, flavor, and hope. Number 10, saltine crackers. Let's be honest, saltine crackers might be the most underrated hero of any emergency pantry. You might roll your eyes, but brands like Nabisco Premium or Keebler Club Crackers are more important than they seem. Saltines are shelf-stable, easy to digest, and wildly versatile. When you're sick, stressed, or short on energy, a few crackers can be the difference between fainting and functioning. They pair with peanut butter, canned meats, soups, you name it. And when your stomach's upset or your options are limited, saltines offer a bland but life-saving source of calories. Ignore them, and you risk facing tough days with nothing but regret and an empty gut. Add them to your pantry now, before you're stuck wishing you had. Number 9, canned beans. If you're not stockpiling canned beans, you're missing out on the ultimate emergency protein source. Black beans, pinto beans, kidney beans, grab whatever suits your taste. Brands like Goya, Bush's Best, or even store brands offer solid nutrition at a great price. Beans are loaded with protein, fiber, and essential nutrients, all without needing refrigeration. And the variety they bring is crucial for keeping meals interesting and balanced when fresh food is a fading memory. Think you can survive on just pasta or rice? Think again. Without beans, you'll hit a nutritional wall fast, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Don't wait until you're drained and desperate. Canned beans are compact, powerful, and built for endurance, just like you need to be. Make them a core part of your survival strategy today. Number 8, rolled oats. Skipping rolled oats? That's a rookie mistake. Brands like Quaker Oats and Bob's Red Mill deliver more than just breakfast. They deliver nutritional survival in a crisis. Rolled oats are cheap, long-lasting, easy to cook, and incredibly versatile. From classic oatmeal to oat bread, energy bars, or even thickening soups, this grain adapts to whatever you throw at it. But more than convenience, oats are packed with fiber and slow-burning carbs, which means they keep you full longer and help stabilize blood sugar when your diet gets unpredictable. In a survival situation, that's not a luxury, it's a necessity. Relying solely on pasta and canned goods, you'll feel weak and sluggish. Add oats and you bring balance, energy, and digestive health back into the mix. Don't underestimate this quiet powerhouse. Rolled oats belong in every serious emergency pantry. Number 7, canned tomatoes. Let's crush a common myth. Canned tomatoes are not just for spaghetti night. They're survival gold. Whether you grab Cento, Hunt's, or your store brand, these cans are the backbone of countless meals and an absolute must-have in your emergency pantry. When fresh produce vanishes, canned tomatoes step up. Use them in soups, stews, sauces, or even eat them straight from the can if you have to. They're rich in vitamins A and C and immune-boosting antioxidants, making them more than just filler. They're functional, nutritious, and flavorful. And don't underestimate the crucial acidity they bring to meals. That tang cuts through blandness and helps you stay sane when food fatigue sets in. Skip canned tomatoes now, and you're signing yourself up for a future of tasteless, nutrient-deficient meals. Stock them deep and thank yourself later. Number 6. Dried lentils. Ignore dried lentils, and you're making a survival mistake you might not recover from. Red, green, or brown doesn't matter. They're a long-lasting, high-protein, fiber-rich superfood with serious staying power. Unlike dried beans, lentils cook quickly, which saves time and fuel. Two things you won't have in abundance when the power goes out or supplies run low. They're loaded with iron and essential minerals, keeping your energy up and your body functioning when conditions get rough. You can toss them into soups, stews, or simply cook them solo. They store for years and require no refrigeration, a dream come true when the grid goes down. Don't let carbs take over your stockpile. Without lentils, you're setting yourself up for protein deficiency and extreme fatigue. This isn't just a good idea. It's a non-negotiable survival move. Stock up now. Number 5. Spam. You think you're too good for spam? Think again. This isn't just a throwback to wartime rations. It's a survival essential that belongs in every modern emergency pantry. Spam, including halal-certified options, has an incredible shelf life, is packed with protein and fat, and is endlessly versatile. Fry it, bake it, stew it, or eat it straight from the can. When real meat is long gone, spam keeps you fueled and full. Forget the stigma. Calories are king in a crisis, and spam delivers. Overlooking it could leave you dangerously undernourished when your body needs strength the most. The choice is simple: stockpile spam or risk going weak and hungry when it matters most. Number 4. Cornstarch. Think cornstarch is just for thickening sauces. That's a massive oversight. This humble powder is a multi-use survival tool you can't afford to ignore. It transforms watery soups and stews into hearty meals. It's essential for baking, especially if flour runs out. You can even use it to make your own baking powder, a crucial advantage when shelves are bare and resources are limited. Cornstarch lasts for years and takes up almost no space. A little goes a long way, and without it, you're looking at thin, unsatisfying meals that drain morale and leave you feeling empty. Don't fall for the trap of ignoring the small stuff. It's often the difference between barely surviving and thriving. Number 3. Salt. If you think you can live without salt, you're dead wrong. Whether it's Morton, diamond crystal, or sea salt, you need it in your stockpile. Salt isn't just a seasoning. It's essential for survival. It preserves food, maintains electrolyte balance, and even works as a natural disinfectant in medical emergencies. Without it, your meals are not only bland, but nutritionally incomplete. Worse, your body will begin to break down, leading to fatigue, cramping, and impaired function. In a crisis, salt can also be a powerful bartering tool, trading for other essentials when supplies run dry. Ignore salt, and you're not just risking flavor, you're risking your health, your energy, and your life. Stockpile it while you still can. Number 2, ramen noodles. You might think ramen noodles are just college kid food, but in a survival scenario, they're pure gold. If you're strolling through the grocery aisle and passing them up, you're making a huge mistake. Ramen is cheap, lightweight, and shelf-stable for years. All you need is hot water, and in minutes, you've got a warm, comforting meal when everything else is falling apart. But don't stop there. ramen is a blank canvas. Throw in canned veggies, meat, or shelf-stable cheese, and suddenly you've got a filling, flavorful dish that keeps morale high when stress is at its peak. Don't fall for the myth that ramen is junk food. It's a fast, flexible, high-calorie option that becomes indispensable when your other choices vanish. Ignore ramen now, and you could find yourself cold, hungry, and wishing you'd listened. Number 1. Ghee. Let's talk about one of the most overlooked survival superfoods, ghee. If you're not stocking this, you're setting yourself up for a flavorless, nutrient-starved future. Ghee, clarified butter, is shelf-stable, doesn't need refrigeration, and has a high smoke point, making it perfect for frying, sautéing, and baking. Brands like Organic Valley and Ancient Organics are great, but any ghee will do the job in a pinch. Here's why it matters. Ghee is rich in healthy fats and essential vitamins A and K, which are crucial for immunity and energy, especially when fresh food is no longer an option. It adds richness and comfort to otherwise dull meals, and in a crisis, that kind of nutritional density and emotional boost is priceless. Skipping ghee is like choosing bland, lifeless meals over satisfying, morale-lifting fuel. Don't make that mistake. Stock up now and take your survival meals from tolerable to truly nourishing. Listen, these may seem like simple pantry items, but in a crisis, they become your lifeline. Every can, every box, every jar you stock today is a choice for resilience over regret. Don't sit back and hope for the best. Hope is not a plan. Action is. Stock your pantry, prepare your home, and secure peace of mind, not just for yourself, but for the people who count on you. If this helped, open your eyes, share it with someone else who needs to hear it. Stay ready, stay smart, stay safe. Your future self will thank you.